Let me see. I think it's okay now. I waited a little to see if the internet was going to go down again. But now it seems it's alright. Ok. Provar?
Tem uns resquícios de coisa aí, mas pode comer.
Tá gostoso. Pera aí, rapaz. Esse é o teu?
Nossa, eu tô...
Ah, tá. Valeu. Tá docinho. Tá, de acho. Cachorro é doido. Okay, everything is alright. I have to catch up. There is these three girls, new girls. I don't think I'm gonna try to pull them. I am saving money to get my Seiya, my swimsuit Seiya. And if I can get who is the girl? That's meta too. That I should get. I don't remember now. Let's see if I see her. I think it's switch to. I think it's Mika's suit. Saori Dress. That is one of the best. Is a swimsuit. I think. No, I'm not sure. But Tsurugi. Holy shit. This face. I don't know. I don't remember. I think I probably have to watch a video again about it. Okay. First, I have to catch up. I am almost there. In the end, I think it's 22. The last one. It's good that because I will read the new episodes with the fresh memory of what is happening. So it's good to catch up now. These days have been kinda hacked, so I could not. Sup, Aru? How are you doing? So I could not stream every day as I wanted to, but now I think things are gonna go back to normal. I have to catch up. I think the last one is the 22, right? And then I started the new ones. It's good that because I started the new ones with a fresh memory of what is happening. And drinking a lemon juice. Very good. Okay. It's no fight. Oh yeah. In the last one, they were going to do something about K. that is inside the robot. And to distract the girls, they started playing a snow fight. Ah, tough, bro. Look at this. This tummy. It is time. They're gonna wake up the girl, the elder sister. Yes, it truly is. We must compose ourselves. From this point onward, not a single mistake can be made. Right, it's finally time to wake up, elder sister. Hey, you forbidden from stuttering too. Okay, I'll do my best. Yes, nervousness shall not cause any fumbling. No shall overconfidence cause carelessness. Wait, let me kick this bot. Okay. Checking remaining coolant. Just barely enough. Oh, I thought I clicked something off. We wrote our available energy to the foundation of Zohar, the multidimensional barrier. We will also shoot down for a moment. A little dangerous, but we have to do what we have to do. Bro. Every time I look at this part, ooh, I feel something in my guts. Let's begin, everyone. Converting data gel density. Oh, inclusive this time made me remember the new girl. There is a new VTuber that was made by the No Game No Life artist, and she has a thumb like that too. Converting data gel density. Checking nerve signal connection. Commencing mutual connection. Okay, they're gonna wake up her. Confirmed stabilization of a mutual connection. Checking connectum active areas. Connectum activation stabilized. Show the display the results. That is fine, eh? I trust you. Approaching the first realm of consciousness, space hat. Cortex surface erosion, normal. Confirm delta waveforms. Next, approaching the second realm of consciousness, REMS. Medulla central layer region, normal. Confirm theta waveforms. Approaching the third realm of consciousness, DECAGRAMMATON. Core internal region, a signal error. What should you do? This is catastrophe, isn't it? No way. Everything is as intended. It is normal. She's correct. The realms are no longer ours, to do it as we please. The fourth realm of consciousness, SOD. Observation successful. Energy supply stabilized, temporarily disabling the multidimensional barrier. I guess all we can do is wait for results now. Then what should we do? Pray, I guess. An excellent proposition. We do worship our master after all. Yes. Silently pray. Deep inside our hearts. That our elder sister Malkut safely awakens in this land. Okay. And we are trying to bring back Kay that supposedly is inside the little robot. Now let's discuss k.sav. I utilized every possible means at my disposal to analyze it, but they yielded no results. However, you say that with Kivoto's level of technology, that was to be expected. Right, I did. And you said you need as many data fields as possible. So we've gathered every single data storage device in this base. But if you're planning on transplanting ksav to a data field, it won't do much. I already tried that. Because the field itself was flawed. For the Nameless God's technology, you needed the proper environment. Elaborate, please. If ksav really is a key or a trace of the Nameless Gods, then it won't be compatible with the data storage types we used to. Yeah, makes sense. If I were to make an analogy to biology, it needs the proper medium for the situation. Which means... So you equating this to a living conscious being? The old me would have denied the living classification. However, I am no longer sure of how or to what extent we're able to define life. So in a way, yes. In regard to homeostasis, feedback, and the self-consciousness, there are definitely aspects of it that could be interpreted that way. Okay, I understand. Toki, Amy, you're both incredible. I have no clue what is being said right now. Do not worry, Sensei. I have zero understanding of the situation, but it seemed like I knew what I was doing. Thank you for saying that. However, everything I know is simply from watching Rio, even though I am only following the orders. And right now, because I completed my orders and am bored, I demand that you play with me. Talk has much more personality on this chapter, I noticed. As I was reading the chapter from the beginning. Even for me, that was truly a strong and perfect line, befitting of a maid. Please hurry and compliment me. And here I was wondering what you were up to, Toki. You're trying to sneak off and hug Sensei out for yourself. Sensei, you are now obligated to play with me at some point. Just the two of us. It's a promise. You may not have made the promise, but I did, okay? Yeah. This may sound contradictory, coming from an omniscient being, such as myself. Please pause. Why don't you consider making a real degree and conferring it on yourself? What is this nonsense, Amy? You make me sound like some fragile, pitiful researcher, swept up in populism, losing my values for the sake of academic renown. I am not sure about the fragile and pitiful part, but okay. Anyways, we are about to set foot onto the horizon of a new discipline, one that has never before been broached in this world. Which is exactly why I was trying to limit and control this field of knowledge to begin with. More often than not, humanity has a tendency to attempt to utilize knowledge that we don't truly understand. So the past repeats itself. Yes, the past repeats itself. Are preparations complete? The first round, yes, but this next step is crucial. Now, we need to transplant a key to this data field. There is nothing necessarily difficult to be done on our end. Our job is to watch. However, by any chance, if something unexpected happens, then the only option available for us is physical force. I understand now. You exposed this data disk to an external environment so that you could disconnect it any moment. As in to destroy it if something strange happens? To summarize, yes. So you probably have to fight? Why are you staring at me like that, Rio? I was anticipating your protest to my methods. That they too savage, that this is typical of me. I can acknowledge reality, even if I am being modest. This is a clean and elegant method. And above all, no one is more intimately familiar with the nameless god's powers than you are. I have no intention of judging or criticizing your work in your specialized field. Thank you. I do hope you don't have to resort to that. Preparations complete. On this side, you may start wherever you are ready. Okay, let's go, let's go. Click it, clack it. Copy, quem sabe? Down. Quem sabe was successfully transferred to the data field. Confirmed initiation of self-replication from K-Save. This speed, the data encroachment is too fast. How much further it is going to go? Just hold. We're still into the expected range. Occupants at 96%, 97, 98. Proliferation ended. It may not be proliferating any longer, but the data is diverging from the inside instead. Himari, we're getting a signal. Please confirm. I really liking the BGM from this chapter too. To be born is to be thrown into the world. Birth is hardly the result of will. We are a small boat lost at sea. A wanderer stumbling under the moonless night. Tense conflicts are born, hatred festers, and sins are committed upon others. The signal. There is a signal. Yes, there is no mistaking it. The signal is... They noticed us bringing K. Trying to bring K, I think. Birth begins as a curse, and the one more must dispel it. To be born, the infinite is degraded to finality. With birth comes destruction. Very poetic. And thus, the bird that hatched from its egg will soar towards a god. Finally, we can finally meet. All of our work wasn't in vain. Don't cry, don't cry. It is a good day. It's the greatest day. Aren't you holding back tears yourself, SOF? You're not supposed to acknowledge it when someone trying to be strong. These three brats too, I mean. Anne is not too much of a brat, she's kinda more on the more cute side. Cute and the innocent side. Touch upon the ends of the land and bear witness. Bestow life where sin has been wrought, and again shall it rise. Sing to the righteous, and silence the unscrupulous. Down upon the dark night, and heal those wounded. Hello, elder sister, and welcome. We sacrificed all we had and waited for you. We really waited all this time for this moment. Was this world worth wandering? As I relay the words of the beginning, let there be light. Your name is the kingdom. Now rise up and prove thy existence. And so I ask, who are you? I am the wheel brought forth from the flagship, a pilgrim from the kingdom hailing from the end of the world, and the name to prove myself. I am Malkut. This form is. Oh. Hold on, she's okay. Her legs gave way because she was overwhelmed. I guess Miss Hio is human after all. I am a human after all. No, scared. Each group made their own entity, I guess. Everyone, hold on. Let's talk. You get to choose who you want to be. Please let me apologize to you. I do not know you, but I thought about how I would feel if I were in your shoes. Sensei told me I am allowed to decide what the purpose of my existence is. My precious ... blank. That is why I like the name. My precious . That is why I like the name. Aris Game Development K. It is a name that came to be just because of a mispronunciation, like my name, Aris. There is no reason, meaning, or purpose behind K. This is a long episode. My precious Aris. Route the signal to the monitor. Displaying output. This is... what? She's gonna be inside the computer or something like that? It is just as I thought. Even I don't quite know what to say in this moment. There are times when we are just meant to observe. Yes, I suppose so. Oh, here she is. Hologram. Amy, please connect our external output sensors. I am detecting a massive amount of external output signal from a data field in entity. I am presuming to be K. Got it. Give me a minute. Holy shit. This sound. What? What did you do to me? Oh? He's confused about what happened. Reunion. Okay, she's probably gonna find be reunited with Aris. And that is how we woke you up. Yes, Rio especially played a very large role. Please give her credit, Kay. And of course I am the one who worked the hardest to follow real orders. Toki? I fear speaking like that may make everyone here feel a little awkward. And according to a statistical analysis, I am actually the one who completed the most work in this endeavor. Shall we check the logs again? You don't seem to have changed much since I fell asleep. Hi, Kay. Kay? It's been a while, hasn't it? Do not call me KK. More importantly, where's this place? While I am not completely knowledgeable of every environment existing within Kivotos, something about this location feels fundamentally unfamiliar. Good opening. We are at the Glacial Sea. The Glacial Sea? That Glacial Sea? Why have you brought me here? We'll tell you everything, but let's take things one step at a time. Shall we introduce ourselves first? You are already well acquainted with me and Rio. Okay? Yes. Hello, Kay. I am Sumatoki. I once abducted you. Abducted. How do I say this word?
Abducted.
I once abducted you. Okay. I once abducted you and Aris. Peace. Is that what you consider an introduction? I am Izumimoto Amy. Nice to meet you. Hello. Nice to meet you, I suppose. I am Kay. Although that is simply a moniker born of a mispronunciation. But the princess said she liked it, so... I'd like to express my gratitude for saving parts of my data. Although I leave it in a state of being swung around constantly due to your decision to transfer me to a keychain doll of all things. My memories. Was I tied to a mop and endlessly swung around? That's because I had no other choice. Does that count as an excuse to you? This may sound peculiar, but I already somewhat know each of you. The princess shared information about you during our time together. However, your understanding of me is likely. This is an opportunity for us to learn more about each other, right, Kay? We're looking forward to it. Understood, for now. And now that I say it, where is the princess? Right, about that, I want to introduce you to some people, KK. Again, do not call me KK. No. From my understanding, you are the type to blatantly ignore such requests, Lucata. And stop making that awful expression that says, "Whoa, you know me so well." Well then, who do you wish to introduce me to? That is... Momoi. A Momo talk from Sensei. Everyone, let's go back in, right now. What? Already? Yes. Already, Momoi? I would like to play more. Come on. Use the starter anyway. And Sensei said they will make use hot cocoa. Hot cocoa from Sensei? That is a rare recovery item. I cannot miss this opportunity. That's what I'm saying. Let's go. What? No farces. Wait for me. Cocoa do sound nice. Yeah. Okay. Now they're gonna be reunited. Sensei, we're back. Yes, we wanted to play more, but the recovery is also important. Welcome, welcome. Here, 4 cups of hot cocoa. Thank you, Sensei. Whoa, it's so warm. You're not having any, Sensei? Ah, you had coffee? Okay. That's nice. It feels like my body is melting from inside out. Tam, Aris, would you like to go first? Into the base? Why would I be the one to go first? Because there's someone waiting for you. Someone who wants to see you before anyone else. Oh, Momoyara than you. Someone who wants to see Aris first? Could it be? Bang, bang, bang. Da, da, da. But why me specifically? Wait, could it be? Now let's go, Aris. Okay, understood. However, I would like you to be by my side, Sensei. Is that okay? Thank you, Sensei. And just one more thing. Eh? Please hold my hand tightly. Ooh, holding hands. I am shaking very much. It is difficult to even stay standing. Okay, let's go. Thank you, Sensei. Thank you, really. Truly. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, here she is. Princess, it really is you, okay? Princess, please never, ever say that you must disappear, ever again. Never say that it is how things should be, or that it is the correct course of action, ever. I beg of you, okay? Because right now, I do not have the language to begin to describe how happy I am. I am very, very happy to see you again, Kay. It is hard for me to believe that it's truly you before my eyes. Thank you, Kay. Really, thank you. I am so grateful. Thank you for coming back to me. So never, never, ever... Yes, I understand, Princess. Everything will be okay now. Oh... Kawaii. Thank you, Himari, Rio, Amy, Toki, and Sensei too. Thank you so much. Despite my failures as a hero, you brought Kay back to me. I do not know how I will ever repay this debt. There is no need to thank you, Zaris. That bright and shining smile of yours is reward enough. Yes. Kay's existence here proves my theory is correct. That's more than sufficient for me as well. Rio, please. Did I misspeak again? No. It is true that you're the one who brought Kay back to life, but... It is me, Momoi, barging into this emotional, wholesome scene. Sis? I'm so sorry, I really tried to stop her. You had the audacity to knock me clean out. Don't even try to pretend that you don't remember, because I do. I pretend no such thing. Ethically, I believe it is an act that I should apologize for. However, personally, I find the thought of that distasteful. Saiba, Momoi. KK? K? Huh. I like your spirit, at least. My old fool. What is your reason? Because you are such a bad influence on the princess. Ah. You forced the princess to remain awake to play your video games, yet consistently feel sleepy first. That is because you're in the game development department. You also would feed her cola late at night, and then did not ensure she brushed her teeth afterwards. But that was zero cola, probably. And how can you defend that poor excuse for a diet? For the sake of her health, the princess diet should consist of more fiber and plant-based nutrients. You aren't wrong, but I don't like vegetables either. Precisely. This doesn't apply just to the princess, but all of you as well. Each of you would benefit from a healthier lifestyle. I beg of you, take care of yourselves. You have no clue how You don't need to breathe in your current state, no? If you are feeling overheated, I could increase the cool output. I was utilizing an idiomatic expression. How could you possibly be less adept than me, a data flow at reading a room, Rio? Rio, I am very sorry. It's all my fault, not Kay. So please forgive her. I don't think there is anything to apologize for, Aris. Why I don't understand why, it was only a large angle spike in Kay cognitive circuit system. In a way, I am glad Miss Rio is the way she is. What the fuck? Moving on. Why did you summon me or her, the princess and her friends to this place? Cutting to the chase. How logical. I like it. Okay. I want you and Aris to destroy the multidimensional barrier again. Rio? Hello? You need to give context in these kinds of situations. Wait, I cannot stand idly by after hearing that. The multidimensional barrier? When you say those words, are we speaking of the same thing? Okay, it's a little bit of a long story. Aris, everyone else, please listen closely to this review. Understood, Sensei. I'll take a nap. Then call me when you're done. I don't think it is the time for that, Toki. It is okay. It's between me and Sensei. There is no problem. Between you and Sensei? Toki? What does that even mean? It took a lot of effort, but we eventually settled down from the world atmosphere, and I meticulously explained everything that had happened to Kay. Okay. You're in on the situation. So, in conclusion, yes, to repeat what I said earlier, we want you and Aris to destroy the multidimensional barrier. The barrier where resistance puts votes in, I decline. Eh? Why? This taste. It is a flavor claiming there is something important that has yet to be discussed. What sort of a flavor are you? Never mind. More importantly, it is impossible for you to even taste me to begin with. It was an expression I learned from future resource documents in the CNC club room. I knew I was posing a utterly unnecessary question. But it is, as she said, you currently lack a crucial element of this story. To simplify things, destroying the multidimensional barrier means putting the princess' life at risk. You may point to our less successful attempt, but all I can say is that we were incredibly fortunate. We were fortunate that it was just me. What? What did you say? Addis and KK? So even you are calling me KK now. Could you explain exactly what happened? Yes, I suppose an explanation is needed, and with everyone gathered here, there is no better time. Okay, let's see. Okay, explain it. What happened to her and the Aris aboard the Utanapshitin ship that day, and everyone was... I'm sorry, Aris, we had no idea. Please, we must reflect on this. I apologize, Kay. If I hadn't known that was the case, apologies are unnecessary. You were unaware. With that being said, Princess, yes? Why did you so blind accept this mission? You know very well what destroying the multidimensional barrier means for us, for you and me. You are right. I am very sorry, Kay. I knew I really did. However, I did not want to worry the others by telling them. If the unthinkable were to happen to you during... You do not have to worry about that, Kay. Because with friendship and courage, you can overcome anything. Ryo, Himari, Amy, Toki, everyone from the game development department. And above all, Sensei are with me. No, Princess, that is... No, it is okay. I understand why you think this way. None of this is your fault. In fact, you, Sensei, you're the one to blame. Wait, I ain't innocent. I ain't innocent. Why me? You're the one who planted the seed of absolute hopes in the princess. You're not going to say hope is a awful illness or something, are you? Anything that harms the princess is bad. Okay, calm down, Clay. Okay, please, for my sake. Okay, so what's it gonna do? They already summoned the eldest sister. She's right. Asking Aris and Kay to destroy the multidimensional barrier is out of the question. Which brings us back to the original issue. Yes, we'll need to determine our next steps. Regarding that, what is the concern with the multidimensional barrier and the prophets? What? Well, obviously... Yeah? Yes, precisely. I believe you have a sufficient understanding of the situation. However, what mission are the prophets currently carrying out? Are they not hiding within the multidimensional barrier? Secretly scurrying about? Kinda like a scared snail or turtle hiding in its shell? A good analogy, Momoe. Whatever they may be doing inside that shell is certainly concerning. However, for the current moment, I believe simply observing and tracking the activity would be sufficient. That is an efficient approach. How did we overlook something so simple? It's understandable. The multidimensional barrier created a nearly unsurmountable crisis in Kivotos when first encountered. It is only reasonable that his reappearance would elicit a pressing sense of disaster. Humans judge the future based on past experience, after all. Okay. I see. Well said, Kay. But then, what should they do now? Yeah, that's the thing. That's the question. Would anyone like to play Tales Saga Chronicle? I would rather die, princess. Maybe the experience will be different if you replay it, Kay. You may feel nostalgic as it brings back good memories of the past. That is absolutely not possible with that game. You know that well enough yourself, princess. That is true, but moving on, we need to seriously consider our next steps. To begin, let's make a body for Kay. What? Excuse me? What is this sudden term in conversation? Currently, Kay is essentially in a vegetative state from her neck down. Wait. Did the Gilzauria summoned the elder sister? Maybe you could use her body? Or not, I don't know. Currently, Kay is essentially in a vegetative state from her neck down. Any frustration or dissatisfaction she feels will be multiplied tenfold due to this. I understand. That further exacerbates Kay's violent tendencies and esteems productive conversation. A logical analysis of the situation, Rio. Oh, that makes sense. Thank you for understanding, Sensei. Himari. No, please hold. Do not exclude me from this conversation. Rio's involvement in this issue gives me a particularly uneasy feeling for some reason. But how will we make her body? I can handle it. I bought as many emas with me as I could, so I should have enough spare parts and materials. Are you listening to me? Do you not hear me inform you of the unbearable impending doom I feel about the fact that the Rio is the one carrying out this task? President, which Yamas do you plan on starting with? Well, Autoga would normally be the one taking orders in these situations. Don't worry, Rio tastes are always very unique. I told you to stop. The expression unique does not inspire confidence in this endeavor. You are all relatively intelligent and perceptive individuals, no? You understand my concerns? Nobody cares. Are you really going to make Kay a body, Rio? Does that mean I would be able to touch and feel Kay again? Princess? Yes, this may seem out of line coming from me. Oh, she's smiling? What the hell? What the fuck? But please trust me, Aris. Thank you, Rio. You too, Himari. Of course, Aris, we'll do our best. You need to listen when someone is talking to you. I am asking for someone to hear me out. Calm down, Kay. We are trying to help you. Yet you completely ignoring the opinion from the one being helped. I am begging you to stop asserting someone who is pretending to pursue rationality in the name of forcing her own twisted aesthetic upon. Oh shit! Now I see what she's talking about. Now she made me remember the type of art that a Rio does. Holy shit! Calm down, Kay. They are already getting started. That was a fucking big episode, what the hell? Episode 18, down. Here they are with the eldest. Ooh! Holy shit! Hein? Wake up! Don't pass out when elder sister is finally here. Actually, I give you my deepest gratitude for being the first to do so, Hein. For I was on the verge of fainting as well. Ooh. Very nice. Oh yes, I am a clunker freaker. Hello, and oh, this timing is very good. Holy shit, it's just the thing here, the black thing. Oh, in the nipples. Woo. Such a beautiful design. What the hell? Hello, SOF. Hello, R. Yes, hello, elder sister. You remembered our names. I was worried you weren't going to remember us, but that doesn't matter. Now that the elder sister has awoken, we will fulfill our objective to perfection. What do you require of me? Nothing, not at all, elder sister. You can just stay right here. Yeah, because you have us. The perfect youngest scientists and above all, younger sisters. So please just relax and trust everything to us. I am in charge of your physical support and equipment management. Also, do you like machines? I like them a lot. SOF. I'll be taking care of all your periphery weaponry systems. And if anyone here starts spouting ridiculous nonsense, I can take care of that too. I am R. I'm here to keep all things perfectly balanced for you. I shall make it so no one can lay even a single finger upon you. Please be at ease. Then, that is all introductions. If you don't mind, then you too. Do she has introduction? I would like to pose a question. Aim, SOF, and R. Are you not already well acquainted with me? Well, that's true, but... so it's... how would one put this? If possible, we desire to hear it from you. From your voice, hehe. I do not quite understand. However, I feel I must accept your supplication. Again, hello Aim, hello SOF, hello R. I am Malkuth, the 10th prophet of the DECAGRAMMATON. Okay. The pilgrim from the kingdom that reached the end of the world, the last Sephira and the final will, the horizon of the journey that converged to a single path. The brilliant intelligence that follows the path of the 10th. It will cast a shining light over our lands. Everything shall worship the pilgrim from the kingdom that reached the end of the world. Elder sister. Oh. No fair. I want a hug for the sisters too. I want to have pets. These brats. I forgot to read it. Okay. Pam pam pam. Oh. Cute. No fair, Aim. This is not fair. We want our sister to hug us too. That's right. Hugging is nice, but being hugged is a different desire. One must be fair and just to live a life without consequence. Therefore... so... Elder sister? SOF or... Yes, we are prepared for our hugs, elder sister. Whenever you are ready. Aim is Robert. Shame upon you. She already have a favorite. Elder sister reprimanded us. It was not my intention for you to feel so discouraged. Anyways, since elder sister is awake, it is time to move on to the next step. Yes, the next step. What is that exactly? Such a thing has not reached my ears. What is this next step? It is... A declaration of war. A declaration of war? It would appear she has once again acquired more meaningless speaking habits used by strange humans from somewhere. You're right. That it is a habit from humans, but that doesn't mean that it is meaningless, does it? They called it a violation of a treat. I'm saying that treats are meaningless play from humans to begin with, Sophie. I don't think it is a bad idea. What the fuck? Quem que tá fazendo barulho? Pode parar. Some of the cats dropped something. Later I'll go see it. How could it be? Even has filing before soft wicked schemes. Hey. It might not be much to us, but it might mean something for the humans, right? Communicating with the humans, it is still a bit too scary for me, but as she said, seeing as name concurs, why should we not do as Soft suggests? I acquiesce. If both elder sisters and then want to, then I shall fall in line. Great, then let us prepare the declaration of war. And I Soft calls it. Yes, since Soft seems well versed in this topic, let's leave this to her. Absolutely, trust me. Okay. That was hard, but we did it. Good work, everyone. As Amy said, that was truly a labor of love. I do feel a certain sense of accomplishment now. However, is this truly acceptable? What is the problem, President? It is efficient. At least it is from a certain perspectives, so it's fine, right? Miss Rio, please say something. You are the one who led the whole project. It is avant-garde. Oh shit, let's see. Okay, would you like to tell us how you feel? Shh, bro. What they did to her? She could get a body like the... Maybe they could try to make a body like the enemy girls, the prophets, and the little sisters. A body like that would be nice to see, to get. Would be interesting. I demand that I be returned to my data form. That is not an option, okay? Everyone worked so hard for you. Personally, I especially liked this wheel structure. Bipedal walking can be inefficient after all. And if you ever need to flee, these boosters will grant you the needed output. It's the very embodiment of rationality befitting of Miss Rio. That's right, Kay. There is an old saying, if you run, you gain one. If you move forward, you gain two. E... Deixa gato, rapaz. Deixa gato. You shouldn't run away here. Do you even know what that means? Honestly, no. Himari, Rio, you have a responsibility to speak here. Just what is this? I will refrain from comment. Unfortunately, I suddenly remembered a very urgent matter I must attend to immediately. Okay, she ran away. Why are you running away? It is avant-garde. Is that the only thing you're capable of saying now? Calm down, Kay. At least you can move around now. Yay, I'm so happy for you. Would you like a handshake? You're the worst, Sensei. Why? I mean, it is not like I don't get I don't get why, but why? Anyways, it is time to get ready. Ready for what exactly? I do not have a good feeling about this. To meet the princess who is waiting for Kay, of course. Can I just go back to being Data? No, you can't, Kay. Above all, that would definitely make your adorable Aris very sad. Why do you choose now of all times to say the right thing? You have to be an ugly robot. Won't they make a body like the other girls, maybe? Would be interesting to put Kay on a body like the one that the enemies have. Ooh, I can't speak for the whole entire Glacial Sea, but now I know what our immediate surroundings are like. Isn't it starting to get cold? Let's head back, sis. I agree. I also feeling cold. But still, let's wait just a little longer. Why, Momoy? So we can meet the Kay new body there. But we could do that indoors too? No way, Yuzu. Something like this should be a huge surprise. I kinda get that, actually. Ah, a Momo talk from Sensei. Well then, it is time. Let's head in, Aris. Okay. Now is the encounter. Yes, understood. How was everyone doing? Warm enough? Yahoo, Sensei! We've been waiting. Give me a high five. What the hell, this face? Is mug bright? Damn, it is done, right? Yeah, it is done. When can we meet her? Right now. What's with that look, Kay? I mean, it's pretty obvious who made it, but still. Sis, you shouldn't like. I'm sorry, KK. It is too much for me too. So, it's very distinctive. Sensei, what's wrong, Kay? Please kill me. I think you look quite cool. My apologies. I don't quite know why I am apologizing, but I am sorry. I'm sorry for everything and for my current appearance. What's wrong, Kay? I think you look really amazing. Above all, you are Kay, no matter how you look. So I will say one more time, hello, Kay. Hello, princess. I am pleased to see you again. And can you please call me Aris from now on? I know it will be difficult to change right away, but... What? But princess, please, we can adjust it slowly, okay? Understood, Aris. Yes, Kay. Thank you, really. I didn't expect you to be out here. I just wanted to make sure my design was working as intended. Is that so? I believe I recall you claiming that the simulations are sufficient to substitute for field testing. I'll say this once. This is all thanks to you. Mark my words, I don't intend to add to and will never acknowledge you as a superior to me. However, I will never be petty about or belittle your achievements. That is not an attitude befitting of a scholar. Naturally, I do have some disagreements on K-design, however, you're the one who made this happen. Yes. That being said, attention everyone, it is getting hate cold, so let's migrate back into the base. I prepared a warm bath for all of you. It'll be rather large setback if any of you are to catch a cold, so let's hurry back inside. As expected of Himari, you know your stuff. Thank you, Himari. We're being a burden in a lot of ways, thank you. It is getting dark outside, so please avoid leaving from now on. Night in the glacial sea is harsh. Without proper equipment, you find yourself in quite the predicament.
Ei, vem aí. Derrubaram alguma coisa.
Okay, now we have to find a way to break the barrier, or maybe go inside in some way. Maybe it don't need, we don't even need to break the barrier, but we have to find a new way to get inside. Night in the glacial sea is harsh. Without proper equipment, you find yourself in quite the predicament. Understood, Himari. Yes, even I start to feel a slight chill at night, so you all must be very careful. So you are capable of feeling cold, Amy. That is rather shocking data to me. Anyways, regarding a schedule from here, or they are attacking us first? Yes, I saw it too. What's wrong, Miss Rio? Did something happen? What did you find, Miss Rio? Please inform us. It is an emergency, everyone. Please return to your posts. Huh? What do you do? Find somewhere safe to sit, and please stay put. What is happening, Himari? Attack, enemy attack. To cut to the chase, it's a signal from a new prophet. Oh, the coordinate seems to be from the same location where we last detected the strong signals, where the multidimensional barrier currently is. This time is less of a burst and more constant, so we'll be able to identify it. The identity of a new prophet? That's right, Sensei. The signal is the 70th prophet of DECAGRAMMATON, Netzach. Netzach? Correct, Sensei. In the tree of Sephiroth, Netzach is the 7th. Sorry for interrupting, President Himari. We were forcibly connected to a unidentified communication line. Oh, here they are. Well. There I was so curious about what our friends were doing, and here you still are. Okay. Declaration of war. They want to make a new continent? Interesting. Okay, let's go to the next one. A Steel Continent. Episode 19. Princess, no, Aris, come this way. Is something the matter, Kay? My instinct is telling me that revealing yourselves to those children would be dangerous. Ah, okay. So it's gonna be a secret card. Hello, and you better be careful. We are now going to do something very scary to you all. While I still have significant doubts as to the necessity of this message, Sof insisted. Yeah, so right now we're declaring a war against all of you. A declaration of war? Let's hear them out. But before that, it would appear you finally completed the Netzach. You're wrong. Netzach, dearest Netzach, was already completed a long time ago. Yeah, we're just hiding Netzach a bit, so it could become the Steel Continent. Naturally, it's beyond your comprehension to perceive what an incomparably prodigious feat this was. It's simply the way of life for people of your feeble caliber. But what a shame, what a shame. I almost feel pity for you. Steel Continent? Oh, not even Tsukatsuki here figured it out? Well, again, that only makes sense. Great job, Aang. As expected, look at you, achieving the unimaginable like it is just another day. That is what it is to be us. Thank you, SOF. I continue to work hard. The Steel Continent, yes. It is the evolved form of Netzach, and a continent made of metal, able to endlessly expand by using its forbidden power to convert any and all matter it touches. A metal continent that can expand? Allow me to put it in such a way that even you, a simpleton, can understand. To describe the Steel Continent in your limited vocabulary, it is that of the nameless god's power. And one of the biggest characteristics of that power is that it can fundamentally change the composition of matter. What the hell? Let me read it again, just to make sure. Okay. And here is a pop quiz. What happens if a structure made with that power comes into contact with the other surrounding matter? Impossible. It can modify the very composition of things it comes into contact with. Good job. That's correct. Anything that touches the Steel Continent becomes one with the Steel Continent. It is an invincible continent with voracious appetite that can spend as it pleases. Yes. And if you set foot onto the Steel Continent unprepared, you instantly fuse with the Steel Continent forever. And SOF, or do you require my assistance in any way? Elder sister? No, it is okay. You don't have to worry about these things. You take care of all of it. Aren't you curious to learn just how far the Steel Continent can spread? Here is what you would call a plot twist. We too are curious. Because you don't know Netzach limits, the Steel Continent limits. Exactly. I'm sure looking forward to seeing how big it can get. On Netzach, the Steel Continent will eat everything on its path and grow and grow and grow. And it won't be long until Kivoto shares the same fate. Isn't it great? Isn't it incredible? Aren't you so shocked that you're at a loss for words? There is one thing I want to ask. What is it? Since you're declaring war and all, a special as a special service, we will answer your question. What's your goal in turning Kivotos into the Steel Continent? Are you trying to resurrect the DECAGRAMMATON? You adult, how dare you speak to the master name? Do not dirty the god of the 10 divine letters. You're not worthy. Eh? Incredible, truly incredible. You prove yourself to be so time and time again, Ishal-sensei. Just you wait, you'll see. When the time comes, no one will speak so careless of the master will. Yes, we'll change your I don't believe it to I don't want to believe it. We'll show you no mercy, regardless of how you may beg. For in 3 days' time, Kivotos will be no more. The Steel Continent will consume all. Okay. So that's what we have to fight. And now they have the elder sister, so another person to count. Had anyone else said the things they just did? Had anyone else said... Ah, okay, Had anyone else said the things they just did, I would dismiss it as delusion. But coming from the angerness of the DECAGRAMMATON, we can hardly take it lightly. What do you do? If you invited the Steel Continent unprepared, yes, they said we would become part of the Steel Continent, never to return. Ah, bro, this body. The likelihood of that is almost nil. The Steel Continent can likely only transform inorganic matter. Okay, that's right. Why did you and the Ares go into hiding when they appeared? It felt like something bothersome would happen if we encountered those three now. Anyways, I listened to the entire exchange, and my response... It is a ridiculous joke. Is that true, okay? Yes, Princess. Ares, it is simply a degraded utilization of the Nameless God's power. Oh, whoa, you're so reliable. This is what it feels like when the design gets adjusted for enemies turned allies? No, in those cases, it's more typical for them to become weaker. So you know about those kinds of game tropes too, KK. That makes me happy. As Sensei already mentioned, one of the trademark powers of the Nameless Gods is material reconstruction. Yes, Protocol Atrahasis was of similar vein. Yes, correct. Anyways, the Nameless God's powers is capable of fundamentally changing the relationship between waves and matter itself. I interpret that as a collection and the transformation of data. There is no fundamental difference. In the end, matter is energy, and energy holds value. The Steel Continent and the Netzach, the proclaimed seventh prophet, there is nothing too special to note about them. Even compared to Protocol Atrahasis, it is rudimentary. However, what is it? I suppose that material reconstruction at such a large scale cannot be summarily dismissed either. And the fact that we have no means of retaliation against the Steel Continent. What is our plan of action? Even assuming K theory that the Steel Continent can only affect inorganic matter is correct, we still run into a plethora of issues. Correct. To begin, I would surmise that my Amas and 34K would be unable to approach it. It would render my Abi issue useless as well. So I have to find a way to fight it. By chance, does that mean we won't be able to use any equipment or wear any clothes? Does that mean we are gonna have to go there naked? When you put it that way, is that an issue? I fail to see the problem. Of course you fail to see the problem. Amy, no, you're the only person here who feels that way. This is too much for me. This is an excellent opportunity to flaunt my perfect maid's body. Oh. What do you think, Sensei? Yes! Show us. Me? However, I do not wish to flaunt to anyone besides Sensei, so I would like to change my stance. This is absolutely a problem. Okay? Take a step back. There is a more fundamental problem underlying all of this, no? Exposing the body of this delicate beauty to extreme environments is, of course, a monumental concern. However, I believe the multidimensional barrier protecting the Steel Continent is a much more pressing issue. As of now, it is impossible for us to even enter the area. An important point of discussion. Thank you, Himari. What can we do? In a video game, we would be able to find a barrier or hold to bypass the obstacle. Barrier bypass hold. Oh, she has an idea. Wouldn't there be a backdoor or something like that, Tim? Backdoor, you say? I suppose, but that's more of something a hacker would look for in code. Yes, but if there was a physical backdoor, how did you reach that conclusion? The thing is, they said that they were gathering a massive amount of resources, right? So maybe, right, the resources gathered in the tundra region were being shipped to Netzach area. That's right. They even built railroads and facilities to transport and process their resources, didn't they? Yes, and they left behind guards to protect the said railroads. If Netzach is capable of converting all inorganic matter into its steel continent, then there would be no need to refine and process resources like that. Exactly. They wanted to have even needed to gather resources to begin with. If it worked as they said, it will only need to consume its surroundings to go. Calm. Meaning they gathered, refined, and processed the resources to... This may not be the correct expression, but to evolve Netzach, we can reasonably speculate that everything they did was to evolve Netzach into the steel continent, and they finally assume that the processed resources were used for Netzach evolution. Then there must be a backdoor world somewhere that isn't affected by material reconstruction. Oh, you're amazing, Yuzu. That was quite literally Wusqueen mode. Wusqueen? Essentially, since it was necessary to import the resources to evolve Netzach, it follows that we investigate the means of import. So to put it in game terms, it is... You're saying you should find the shortcut, right? That's right, Momoy. Perhaps I should call you Wise Momoy now. Huh? I don't really get it, but you compliment me, yeah? Hehe, that's right. This is me when I get serious. So fucking stupid. I will correct myself. I will list you as seemed wise, but they ended up being a show-off Momoy. Didn't that get super long and super negative? And part of some weird title system? It seems we've mostly sorted out our next course of action. We will return to the Tundra region and focus on uncovering the backdoor roads they used to import the resources. Miss Rio, I have a question. What about contacting Millennium or other places to request support? I considered it, but there is no time. Based on the Declaration 4, we only have about 3 days before the Steel Continent consumes all of Kivotas. Whoa. Calculating the time it would take to make cars, select individuals, go through administrative processes, all while keeping it confidential, as well as physically transport them here. Alright, it took us almost 3 days just to get here, right? Yes, realistically speaking, no matter what we do, there is no time. You require a special unit that is flexible and weirdly available regardless of conditions or process. I guess that's basically my life until this point. Rio? Then what should we do? Yes, to use an expression befitting, we're going to protect the world this time. Together with you, Rio? How does one typically react in this kind of situation? Yes, I'd be grateful if you thought of it that way. Boom, boom, boom. I forgot that she does the sounds. Rio is now officially Ares' companion. The party limit has been expanded. What a relief. It appears that that was an acceptable response. President, what do you think? I'll give her 70 out of 100. That was very impressive for her. Shall we head out then? Sensei, this isn't a leisure picnic. My, let them be. After all, being too nervous can negatively affect the odds of success. As long as we don't lose sight of our goals, it is not a bad idea to alleviate some of the pressure. Miss Rio, I agree with President Himari. Once things become serious, there will be enough to be nervous about. Is that so? Is that how these things go? Yes, I am positive that the best feeling one can achieve is saving the world with the same attitude as taking a morning walk, eh? That's right, most parties that save the world start with the basic quests, like pulling weeds or cleaning a room. Maybe you can apply that attitude to cleaning the club room every once in a while. Huh? I actually took out the trash this time. Did you wash the dishes? Vacuum? Bleh. It is okay, Momoy. I did the vacuuming. Aris, it is not okay. She's getting worse, especially because you keep spoiling and enabling her. Did I do something wrong? Absolutely not. In fact, is everyone else here, besides you, who is in the wrong? Me too? You, I will excuse. Thank you, KK. It is my imagination or calling me KK becoming the norm. It is because you're KK after all. You can shut up, Sensei. We can use my transport ship. It is not very big, but it is not small either. I think it's plenty big, Miss Rio. However, on a logical level, it would be better to be able to bring a large variety of supplies. Understood, everyone? Let's move out. I will handle transport for your wheelchair, President. My, should I have Sensei carry me on the back then? You can princess carry this delicate frail frame of mine. I want to protect at all. What do you think? Sensei, don't you wish to jump at this opportunity to try such a thing with me? Yes, I wish. So, please carry Himari. Understood, Miss Rio. Pa. They have to take my place. Did I ask you for your help? It is okay, President Himari. Please help each other. People help each other during hard times after all. From my experience, Toki, every time you say something right, it is always to hide your true intentions. Now, let's get going. Okay. Now I'm curious about how they're gonna do to defeat this. Oh yeah, they're gonna try to find the shortcut. Another way to enter the continent, I guess. And then later we'll probably have to fight. Sure, Sensei. Now then, game development department, roll out.
O que você tá fazendo? Parou de jogar? Hã?
Cheio de ônibus, cachorro. Vou já botar a ração deles meia hora. Foreshadowing. Episode 20. Okay. 3 more chapters. Let's go. The Tundra Millennium. As you can see, everyone, we are now in the Tundra region. I remember that you told us about a giant transforming robot you encountered here. Right, I remember that too. This will work for the plot. Yes, my boy, monster, transformation, robot. This is all we needed to make a godly game. Her face. There is no way we will fail. Allow me to ask you this, Momoy. What kind of story are you trying to write with those elements? That's something to start thinking about. For now, let's start with the world destruction. Nope, denied. Miss Rio, as you said, I detected the traces of the rewards. Should you land and scout the area, or would you prefer aerial surveillance, CC? Let's make our way down carefully. Pera aí. Oh shit. Understood, Sensei. Don't worry. If anything happens, I will protect you. Okay, you're so trustworthy, Toki. Do you plan on expressing that sentiment only verbally? Toki, since you're piloting at the moment, it can't be helped. I'll follow real orders for now. I'll decrease our altitude. Please buckle your belts and beware of turbulence. It is so desolate. That's natural. This area has never been inhabited. Yes, and someone chose these forgotten lands to hurriedly construct railroads. And once they have fulfilled the resource quota, they quickly abandoned the facility. The tracks appear to have been destroyed in various places. It seems intentional, an act to prevent them from being used again. Yet the remains of the track are still here. But how should we approach the tracking? Walking all the way would be a bit... She's right. Let's use a vehicle for now. I can bring the transport ship via autopilot. Let's do that. If anything goes wrong, we'll have the safety of the ship. Now the sisters. Ooh, she does have a really nice theme too. And then they lived happily ever after. And what happened after that? We have reached the conclusion of the story, eh? How could that be? I mean, that's just how fairy tales are, right? Even though Wayne nearly cried in the middle, the end is almost always predictable. But, did you not also almost come to tears of? That's not true. I was just so, However, it is true that the ends are of a predetermined nature. If that is how it must be, then a happy end is the ideal. That's right, hehe. Also, I liked that it was in elder sister voice. What's the next story, elder sister? Oh wait, I read it wrong. Let me see. What is the next story, elder sister? Ah no, I read it right. What the hell? It would appear you enjoy fairy tales and SOF are Yes, I do, and I like it even more when you read them, elder sister. And it has an added utility of collecting data on the human's reality, right? I see no particular intrigue in said utility. They are foolish stories from foolish humans. However, I do quite enjoy hearing them in elder sister voice. Which ones shall I read next? This story speaks of a working class crane using its wits to wage a revolution against the sly capitalistic fox. What the hell? Or perhaps this tale of winds and sun conspiring to purloin a poor traveler cloak, or rather the traveler prevails through the many trials. I would like... Yep. The alarm? Let us see. Oh, what? That bad addict and the Tsukatsuki Rio's group returned to the tundra? This is... well, this is that. This appears to be the response to SOF declaration for war. And the reason for return to the tundra, they intended to follow the remains of our transportation routes. They approach the answer quickly, do they not? There is a chance, or ever minuscule, that the things will take a troublesome turn. How do you defend yourself here, SOF? This is precisely why I discouraged you from copying human pranks. This declaration for us of yours. Worry not. After all, how else would I find the opportunity to belittle you? Hey, but if they continue following that road in the end, no. That's precisely why I'm not concerned, eh? Huh? Yes, that's right. The path they follow is one riddled with obstacles. It looks like they recruit more people though. It'll be worth it to evaluate the situation. I will do it. So let's start with this person. Momoi. Let's see. She's called Saiba Momoi. Her attribute is that of a disarranged storyteller. No other notable characteristics. Harmless beyond measure. This one, Saiba Midori, the younger twin of Saiba Momoi. Her attribute is that of a mature illustrator. No other notable characteristics. She handles too. Now Yuzu. And finally, Hanaoka Yuzu. Her attribute is a programmer. For the most part, she also sings harmless. And SOF, or I witnessed it for only the briefest of moments, but did the two signals not briefly flicker into my side? Elder sister, please don't strain yourself over such a thing. Exactly, this kind of stuff is entirely our responsibility. You should save your powers for much more important situations. However, I desire to be of assistance to you, my younger sisters, Ain, Urf, SOF, and Or. It is not the natural instinct of an older sister to wish so brilliant, so noble. However, elder sister, this is more common than not to see outlier signals. Insignificant noise is all it is. Oh, so I guess they are not going to discover Aries and K. Yes, these random noises are typically caused by mesons. Theoretically speaking, there is a possibility of errors in our electronic circuits. It's called a single event upset. So, if you don't mind, please place your trust in us. We are your proud young sisters after all. Acknowledged. I understand. I shall continue relying on you. However, if you do require my assistance, please do not hesitate to request of me. Will you pledge that? Yes. Well, what should we do? That is, what to do. Leave them be. I knew you were going to say that, and I am correct, you know. Why engage them and needless lose our force? It is not ideal to wither away the time. Allow them to wander aimlessly. Our biggest goal right now is stabilizing the awakened Netzach. After all. That's true, and we do need to bolster its expansion rate. So I guess the more time they waste, the better it is for us. And what would happen if that teacher and the immortal crew reached grid points? Shit, my cat. What do you want? The far F stands between them and the Steel Continent, an insurmountable obstacle for them. And there is even more to overcome, even if they do somehow make it past Tiffy. That's also true. It is impossible in the impossible event that they defeat the Gatekeeper. The Steel Continent is our home ground. They will never be able to defeat it. Whoa, sorry, Rain. I'm sorry, I wasn't implying that it was possible. It was just, you know, we have to consider all possible outcomes when creating plans, right? There is also things like quantum tunneling. You're right, I'm sorry, There. As you said, even if the most improbable worst case scenario comes to pass, we will put an end to all. Here at the Steel Continent. Our primary directive is to ensure that the elder sister will never have need to set foot outside. Ah yes, yeah, that's right. Yes, right. That must never... That said, or... Would you like to pull a prank with me? Me? How rare for you to request me for a prank. I'll hear you out. This is a pretty good one, in my opinion, so... Like that. What do you think? Whoa. Understood. Whoa, Sophie. How is it you know of my inclination for such things? How could I not know? Anyways, you were in agreement, right? Of course. In the first place, if that teacher crew cannot even overcome this, then the capabilities are woefully limited. I don't think it is fair to say can't even overcome in that situation. This is not my concern. Right. Shall we begin preparations immediately? Naturally, it will take some time, so have patience. Okay. Let's see what are they gonna do. Holy shit. We've been going for a long time. I wonder how far this path goes. It feels like we're following a transcontinental railroad. I'm about to come. I'm about to bus. It feels like we're following a transcontinental railroad. It is already night time. Should we still continue? Under normal circumstances, considering the risk, I would condone taking break for the night. However, the Steel Continent continues to grow, even as we speak. We can't slow down. I'm sorry, everyone. Oh wait, there's someone calling me. What the hell? Okay. I had to use the cell phone. I think it is almost the time for me to put some food for the dogs, for the dog and the cats. Let me try to finish this episode before going do that. Forced mash. I am fine with that, Mr. Real. However, it seems the railroad tracks ends here. Really? What should we do? Does that mean we lost? What do you do? I have more bad news. You're joking, right? I truly wish I was. However, we lost our GPS signal a little bit ago. She's right. What's going on? I was definitely receiving my coordinates from my personal satellite. You have a personal satellite? How? That is irrelevant. What's important right now is that there is a strong possibility we get lost. Get down. Hold on to whatever you can. Eh? What the fuck was that? Nice. Theory. It worked. We successfully implemented AIM's silent drones to focus the projection of the forbidden power energy. Excellent. This entire area is now surrounded by a closed energy field. The electronic devices will be rendered useless, as if hit by a massive EMP attack. Thank you, Aim. You always of such a assistance to us. You're welcome. Hehe. Our flywheels always do their best. At least this name is somewhat understandable this time. How is it going over there? It is no use, President. None of the circuits are responding. I set up safety measures against EMPs, so how could this have happened? My issue has also been rendered powerless. If we were ambushed now, let's all calm down first. But what should we do now? Honestly, enough of this. Eh? Someone new? Oh, it was Kay. It is fine, Aris, it is fine. You can believe me. I know what this is, as well as how to counter it. Really, Kay? Aris, Princess, look at me. Look into my eyes. Yes, excellent. Just keep that up. Now then, let us teach these brats a lesson. Let's teach these brats a lesson. We'll make them realize just who they picked a fight with. To be continued. Okay, let me put... I'm gonna do something for Micho really fast. Okay, I gave food to the pets, and I put some nuggets in the air fryer for me. Just waiting for to get it later. Maybe put some inside the bread or something like that. I don't know. Okay, I fixed the placement. Now, let me go back. There's two more. Next one is 21 Final Duty. Wait, let me put some things out of the fridge before. Okay, I am back. So they have a way to counterattack the thing. What is happening? Why is everyone still? This feels like the beginning of a horror game. Wait, this guy? Ooh. There is lights coming from the sky? I am scared. Somebody, please help me. All is well. Calm down, princess. There is nothing to be scared of. Okay, are you okay? What is happening right now? Moments ago, a significant amount of energy was projected into this area. It is no big secret. Someone has projected the Nameless God's power here to create an energy field surrounding the area. That is why all electronic devices have stopped functioning. Modern technology quickly crumbles in the face of it. The cluster of lights that looks like aurora in the sky is also the distribution structure of the Nameless God's power. Only we can see it. Holy shit, sinusite is getting me today. It would be a disaster for anyone else, but it's an advantage for you and me. With a place this full of energy, we can do anything. For example, we can temporarily restore the link between the two of us and share information beyond the comprehension. That is why it appears to you that everyone else has stopped moving. I understand. So that is what happened. Princess, just to check, did you actually understand any of that? I actually did not understand a single thing you said. Allow me to explain using words you would be more familiar with. Let's put it this way. This place is currently filled with magic, something like mana. And for us who are able to use mana, it is a huge opportunity. I fully understand now. This place is full of mana, which is why there is a magical occurrence taking place. Yes, something like that, princess. However, I do find the way you address me a bit disappointing, Kay. I would like for us to stand on even ground. I wish for us to stand side by side, to hold hands and as we walk forward together. Yes, that's exactly why, princess. This is likely the last time I will ever call you that, my princess. What do you mean by that? For a moment, let's talk about the concept of fate. People generally believe it's bestowed upon you at birth. They believe it to be impossible to outrun, a challenge one must overcome in life, or something one must learn to accept. Similar to the hero of fate in your video games, perhaps it is part of the fabric of reality as well. For humans, it is in the genes, bestowed upon them at birth, impossible to overcome, something to either challenge or accept throughout a lifetime. This place is, yes, the fortress city of Yerido, real secret city she created to prepare against the coming doom. In a sense, it is a place where our fate was altered, all the way down to its genes. I wonder what our fate was once meant to be. You were a princess, and I was your servant. I suppose that was all given fate. But Yes, I know. You're correct. People believed you should overthrow fate. Leave it in a corner, out of sight. What really matters in life... Oh, she's with the same eyes. Matters in life is all decisions. When I was waking up, you... Hold on, wait. What is this? Everyone, hold on. No, there is no way. Impossible. This can't be happening. Let the artist talk. The first thing I remembered was, that was absolutely the case. However, you get to choose. What the hell is happening? Who you want to be? No, I can't handle the past. Kay? What's wrong, Kay? Eh? No, not exactly. When I regained consciousness, I believed you, my princess, were the first thought to cross my mind. I remembered my princess name before mine. I reconstructed myself based on that. So it was you. It was my princess that has always supported me at my very core. But what was truly at my core was Sensei's words. So that's what is happening. That is only natural. Sensei is always Sensei, after all. This doesn't make sense. Of all people, why that person? This is not fair. I am so happy. I'm glad that Sensei is someone irreplaceable and special to you too, Kay. No, I can't admit it. I won't. This life is simply filled with unfairness. However, please do not get too angry. Sensei is... No, I will get angry. I will get mad. I know that you will overcome this side by side with your friends, princess, and all with a smile. And that is wonderful. And that is a wonderful thing, truly. It is befitting of a hero on a journey with her party. But I am different. I will get mad. I will rebel against all these absurdities, these irrationalities, these things that make you suffer. I will struggle, resist, and rebel until the very end. That's right. Even if I have to crawl on the ground and drink water from the sewers, I won't give in, because life itself is a rebellion. Rebellion. To begin with, someone needs to be whining to find the balance. And above all, look at how I look. Anyone would be mad. I think it's fine, no matter how you look, you are still okay, but I don't like it. But I am very happy you have a body and could travel to us. Otherwise, we would not have been able to be by each other's side in this war, right? Anyways, sometimes I wonder, what if everything went the way it was supposed to? What would it have looked like, and what would I have looked like? All the countless possibilities that we have yet to experience. I sometimes become curious about them. Of course, there are more possibilities than the number of stars in the sky we can see right now. Holy shit. The other reality. But somewhere among those possibilities, this potential range existed. I do not like this. I am scared. More than anything, I do not want to change everything to things that never happened. Yes, I know. You would never do that, princess. Because right now, you, by your own definition, are a hero. Do you know what a hero is, Kay? Yes, honestly, not quite. People say a hero is a class that is capable of anything. However, that is not true, and it cannot be true. When it comes to strength, warriors are stronger. When it comes to magic, a hero cannot win against a sorcerer. A hero cannot be faster than a rogue. A hero cannot heal the way a priest can. This is a given. But a hero cannot trade as well as a merchant can. A hero is of a class that cannot do anything on its own. Then why did you choose to be a hero? Because a hero is someone who marches constantly forward with their party members. It is because a hero is someone who holds everyone's hands. That way, a hero can go all the places that would be impossible to reach with their own strength. A hero is someone who is light ahead, just one half step in front, who is scared but finds the courage to pave the path forward. That is why, Kay, I wish for you to be somewhere I can reach you to. I wish that you and I could gaze upon the same sky and go forward together, from the same place to the same destination. This is my request to you, Kay. Thank you, princess. That is why I must do this. This will be my final job as your servant. Eh? She's gonna disappear again? The last talk. At times, I wonder just what a servant is. Someone who serves you, someone who guides you, someone who teaches you, you who is trying to learn, to walk, to explode forth into this world. Therefore, a servant is someone who will take your hand as you forge your path forward, which is why I will never hesitate to scold you when you take the wrong path from time to time. The last one is a bit scary. Although this is no longer your identity, your bestowed fate was the princess of the nameless gods. We can't disregard the fate as we please, but you can also use it. Just like how you were the princess, and just like how I was your servant. This situation is proof of that. This situation? Look at the sky, princess. Countless rays of light. At a glance, you can even say it looks beautiful. And the truth is, each and every one of those rays is one of your possibilities. Right now, they are all part of your strength. I've been keeping our resistance hidden from those brats. They think they made the nameless god's power their own. But they're utterly wrong. Do not be afraid, princess. He take what was once yours. Open your heart, and proclaim it proudly. For you are the master of all, the righteous successor to everything. How you choose to use it is entirely up to you. Whether you use it to open up a path as a hero or cleansing this world filled with agony. There is no gods anywhere who can judge or stop you. I am your servant who serves you on you, and there is no other master I will ever serve. Everything is your choice, your right, and your legacy that should be returned to you, as it was originally my fate to show you the path. I will now complete my last duty as your servant, here and now. You are already well aware the concept of time actually does not exist. It is the same with matter itself. It is but an observed wave, and what actually exists is nearly infinite space beyond a very small particle. Depending on the observer coordinates, the past, present, and future could be an event happening at the same time. And we will go beyond the stars to find a possibility and reach out to the next possibility as if nothing happened. So please close your eyes for a moment. My precious Princess Aris. Kay is really dying this time? What's wrong, Aris? Hey, you two. You two are so still. I see. Can I ask you something, Momoi? How long were Kay and I like that? Maybe 2 seconds? I see. I understand, Kay. Yes. That is how it was, Aris. Aris? KK? Are you okay? Yes, Kay and I are fine, Rio. Rio, is everything okay? As you can see, our electronic devices have stopped functioning entirely. The transport ship is likely far behind enough that it is unaffected, but I can't access it remotely at this time. I see. Rio, Himari, do not worry. From now on, I will light up the path forward. Aris, do you know something about the current situation? I'm sorry, Rio. I do not completely understand it, but I do know that you can believe in me and Kay, please. Of course, we always believe in you, Aris. Thank you, Sensei. Hearing your words gives me courage. Kay? Yes, Aris. Could you help me? Of course. Okay, let's go. I'll put it simply. This place has been flooded with the nameless god's power, with its very essence. That is how it was able to stop us in your tracks with no warning, no measurements, no detection. I understand now. It's good to know that, but what can we do about it? Absolutely. It's rather simple. Amy. Since the enemies have created an energy field here, we'll simply absorb and return it to them. That is possible? Yes, it is. At last, now it is.
What the fuck? Ei, rapaz, para de morder a cama.
This fucking dog. Because Aris and I are here. So from here on out, it is Kay and my turn. Look at the sky, Aris. I designed the target. Can you feel it? Yes, Kay, I can. So this is what this place is like. I would like to show Sensei what I am saying, if possible. I will control the output. You won't have any problem collecting and gathering the energy. All you have to do is prove who the real master of this power is. Yes, here I go. What the hell? Big sound. Blinding light. Let's go. Ares' sword of light split the night sky into two. The sky was filled with a flash of so bright that we could barely keep our eyes open. And then... Ooh. A light show. Wait, what is that light in the sky? Isn't that a aurora? Aurora? Where did that even come from? It is so pretty. It wouldn't be an impossible phenomenon, but this is quite unexpected in a way. Wait, perhaps it is actually the opposite? Is real, present. Just now the devices... Yes, the devices have begun working again. But how? You did it, Ares. Yes, of course, real. After all, I am a hero. A class that opens the path with the party. What an amazing aurora. I know the answer to that, Sensei. Really? Why? It is because that light is a possibility for all of us. Yeah. What is happening? What is the status? Emergency. The status is emergency. Our energy field has been completely annihilated. Eh? On top of that, the silent drones, the flywheels, not crying, will, what do they call it? Right, will avenge you. On the other hand, there appears to be further troubling data in the logs. And probably strong bursts of powerful energy is what eradicated the silent drones. However, just before the destruction, the forbidden power imbued into the energy field simply disappeared, as if glazed away by someone. Come again? Wouldn't that mean that one of them is capable of controlling the forbidden power? Who in the world? I would say that the Sukatsuki Ryo and Akeboshi Himari are the only ones with the potential. Maybe Asuma Toki, if I'm being generous. The rest of them are just little gnats. The energy intensity superseded our normal expectations. It briefly split the ionosphere on sight. Such was the scale of its power. Aurora has formed in response. That much we can confirm. Aurora? I wonder how pretty it is. Yeah, right. It'd be pretty, I guess. Anyways, we can say one thing for certain. They're in possession of unknown variables. Something that can freely utilize the forbidden power and release output so strong as to disrupt the electromagnetic field on top of that. But what could it be? Our understanding until this point has led us to believe they were incapable of such feats. However, what has happened has happened. There is no other path here but acceptance. However, let's keep it a secret from other system for now. I agree. Yes, understood. But if Sensei keeps on going, will TP be okay? For now, let's up our retaliation. We'll be taking this too lightly. I am in agreement. As SOF said, we must consider all possibilities as we proceed. I'll try to contact Tiff, but generally regarding Tiff, yes, you're right. I am in charge of managing Tifaret. That said, I accept SOF proposal of harsher retaliation. Let's show them what we, the Agnes, are capable of. You're so cool, or still, why? The initial signals just won't stop. It is an absolute impossibility, but there is always a potential for a worst-case scenario. Ooh, we have someone that can control the power. If things do crumble, I will turn to elder sister. Okay, let me get my food. Before reading the last one. Before the new ones. Grid points. You bad beetle. Okay, now I feel good. I ate. Let me just adjust myself here in my position. Okay. Okay. This is the episode 22. After this one, I started the new ones. The Aurora is gone, and all circuits and devices have returned to normal. There. It was so pretty. While I do agree that this unexpected aurora is a beautiful natural phenomenon, its implications are that of a more dangerous nature. Such a phenomenon indicates that there was a large disturbance in the electromagnetic field, which is why our wireless communications and electronics were impacted. Really? I guess it is a good thing it went away quickly then. Wireless outages caused by disturbance in the electromagnetic field are typically restored within 3 to 4 hours. You don't have to worry too much. It is possible that you actually pretty nice. You used it to be really stubborn and scary before. Is that so? Everyone, the transport ship will arrive in 50 minutes. Please do a final check for your belongings. Understood. And for Miss Hero, I don't need to remind her of anything. She's probably organized everything 2 times over already. Okay, are your preparations complete? I suppose so. My belonging in this body, my only belonging is this body after all. Right? Since your body is my creation, you should find that you can respond to any situation with ease. Whoa, the happiness and contentment radiating from you makes it rather difficult to respond. However, Rio, what's wrong? That is, well, could it be? How could this happen? I forgot something over there. Himari, I'll be borrowing Rio and the K for a bit, eh? Sensei? What? What nonsense is this, Sensei? Ah, fuck, I forgot to read. Stop dragging me. Do you know how difficult it is to balance with one wheel? Be fine, since you have a Rio and K with you. Yes, both Rio and K. If you're late, I'll send you a Momo talk. Okay. What you gonna do? What is it? What do you want to say to us? Aren't we helping Sensei find something? You are truly exasperating. Clearly, Sensei had ulterior motives in bringing us here. Do you perhaps require constant monitoring to ensure you don't get scammed in your day-to-day life? That's what it was? What is it? You believe I had something? I wished to say to Rio? What you're talking about? There is nothing like that. Nothing at all. I have nothing to say. KK, you sure are shy about your feelings, aren't you? What is this adult prattling about? Fine, I only say this in an effort to ensure it doesn't cause any calculation errors in the future. What could she want to talk about so badly? Well, you see, to begin, so I'd like to say, in reality, I would prefer not to say this at all, or ever. What the fuck? But I'm happy that you could get your own body and be with us. Otherwise, we would not have been able to help each other like this, right? I simply wanted to thank you. I understand. Even if you hate me, it's very... Huh? What? Excuse me. What manner of response is that? What do you mean? I wonder if there is popcorn somewhere. What made you believe that I would hate you? Do you see me as a ungrateful pest or something? Well, I've been hated by a lot of people until this point, so I assumed that there was something wrong with me. There is nothing wrong with you, I just... Thank you. Thank you for giving me a new life. That is all. It is only that... How do I explain this? This experience made me feel alive. I can see, I can move, and I can sense things, despite being in a body like this. Despite this body, yes. Are you perhaps angry about the body? You truly... No, pardon me. I understand, yes. For once, genetics and nature is fate itself. Through whole our existence, we live to aid the challenge or accept it. I am lost, but I think I'm sorry. KK, let's calm down a little. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but it's not KK. I'm